Hello guys, so welcome to KO tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we will be starting up with the lighting part over here. So very first of all, let's open up a reference. So we have two things over here. As you can see the lights, that's we can say the line light. How we can create it? It's very simple. So what I'll be doing over here is like I'll just go over here and I'll just create a box over here in this way. So I'll just slightly shuffle this box over here slightly in this way, and again I'll make a copy of that. Let's click OK. I'll go into the light. Let's take a Vray light. Into that, let's go into type, make it as mesh, go into mesh, pick mesh, and I'll give the temperature to it a bit. So as you can see, I'll be assigning a temperature, so that's 4745. I'll be giving the same temperature, and slightly I'll reduce this over here. Now let's try to render it once. So I'll go into rendering, go into render setup, go into Vray, and go into GI, make it as iridance map light cache, and let's render it once over here and see how it looks like. Okay, so it's very dark because there are no other lights in the scene. So we'll be definitely adding some lights in the scene. Now what I'll be doing, similarly I'll again select this, I'll rotate it, slightly increase its height over here, now same way I'll again go over here, I'll again take one more Vray light and let's make it again a mesh over here, and say pick mesh, click on this, temperature 4745, make this as 2 over here. So now as you can see, what I'll be doing over here is like we'll be adding some more Vray lights which will be illuminating the scene over here. So I'll be putting some lights from here as well. So let's just add some lights from some angle over here. So I'll just push it further and let's render and see. So now you can see that the light is illuminating a lot over here. So again I'll go into this, I'll just go into this double-sided invisible, and temperature I'll make it as 2 over here. So now you can see that the light is illuminating on the top. You can see this light which is just illuminating the scene correctly over here. So I'll go into this, I can slightly increase this light over here. Let's again go over here, and if we have slightly a sun in the scene, we can show some light from there as well. So let's take a Vray sun, into the scene. Let's click OK, and I'll go over here. I can slightly give something over here. So we haven't given any kind of glass over here, so we need to assign glass. So let's again go into the material, and I'll again go over here. I'll take a Vray material and I'll just make it fully refract over here. So let's just end isolate this. So select this light, I'll just select this. So I'll go over here, I'll just select this light. So just select this light and shuffle this over here. I'll just end isolate this. Okay, it's not isolated. So select this light and go over here. I'll increase its photon emit radius a bit over here, and very important, the intensity I'll reduce it to 0.2 over here. So I can just go over here and let's see how it's behaving. So now you see that the light is very high. So we want to show a bit of a day scene as well. So I'll just save this, save the file once, and intensity I'll keep it as 0.05. so this is much better. If you want to reduce it more, you can reduce it more over here. So I'll select this part, I'll again make a duplicate of it, I'll slightly just shuffle it over here. So drag this out, and we can slightly increase the, so I'll just press Shift and F, and we can set up one camera over here. So we can see the view over here. Okay, so this is a correct view over here. So I'll just press Ctrl C over here, and let's render it once again and see. So as you can see, the intensity of this light coming from here is very high. So I'll just make this view as perspective view, select this light, let's make it as 3 over here, select this, go into the material, and select this, I'll go into the fabric, let's go into the for the curtains. So I'll just increase its refraction, so again let's go over here, let's render it once again. Alright, now looks better. Now again go over here, select this, let's again take one V-Ray light and let's go over here, make it as mesh, and go over here, pick mesh. Let's make this as a mesh over here in this way. So again I'll go into this, give a temperature and make it as 2 over here. So let's make this as 2 and let's render it once again. So we can just render this once again over here. So if you want, I'll just save this once over here. I'll make it as high quality. So select this light, and if you want you can increase this as well. So if you see this, if we increase this, we can just off this cast shadow, invisible. I'll just keep it as off over here, and the multiplier will keep it as 2 over here. So what I can do is I can just make a copy of it. Let's see how it behaves. So again I'll go into this affect pivot only. I'll just duplicate it. So let's just duplicate it. Now, okay, before we duplicate it, what I'll do is I'll give a instance over here. That would be better. So let's give a bit of instance. So I'll just select this. We can slightly rotate it. Alright. So let's again go over here and let's render it and see how it looks like. So it's illuminating the scene over here. It has to be correctly rendered. So what I can do over here is like, I can select this. Again I'll go over here and I'll slightly change the temperature towards white a bit. Okay, not making it more white, a bit yellowish only. So this would be much better. So select this, make it as 3 over here. Alright. So over here as well, if you see this, we have not given no decay over here, and let's render it again. It's going to burn over here. So what I'll do is I'll just select this and make it as 0.2 over here, or a bit 1. We'll keep this as 1 over here. Okay, it's very high. So you need to work with this correctly. So we'll just keep it as 3 of this no decay, and let's render it again. Looks better. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So there are long way to go. So again I'll go into this. Slightly. We'll be using the IES light as well over here. So which is going to give a look over here. Wherever it is required, we'll use that. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.